Yeah, it was crazy. And also too, it was just the way that he was able to, I equated it because I know that when I was a kid, I would get in trouble a lot. And I'd be sent to the principal's office or suspended. And I remember waiting for my parents to come pick me up. And you get that thing where it's like you can't hear anything, but you're hearing music cute at the same time. Colors are dull, but also very vibrant. I don't know that because of that, I know because I just got in trouble a lot. And that was the way how he was able to actually convey that, with taking the sound out. And ramping certain things up. It was very Hitchcockian, because Hitchcock would have the microphone down in the feed. So he's just crazy. It's just, goddamn, I'm so blessed to work with him. I'm talking about him every day. So yeah, it's nuts. 10 minutes.
Right. Good questions.
If the microphone works. So, it's another Buffy question, I'm so sorry. This is my first time ever seeing you guys in person, and thank you for being here, and I was such a big fan of the show, but have you seen a response from people like myself who grew up either queer, gay, lesbian, transgender, and identified with the show not only on the level of Willow coming out of the closet, but just from season 1 of Buffy being a different person in high school? What kind of emotional response, what kind of fan response do you see from the LGBTQXY and people that watched you guys, like myself, who grew up and said, oh my god, I kind of get what she and he and they are going through, and it really identified with that show. So, by the way, thank you again so much for Buffy, because it really was a part of my growing up in high school and everything. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for watching. I remember it was, I had a lot of gay friends, and so I would kind of say, this is really big in the gay community, and at one point, we have a huge, Santa Monica Boulevard has a huge Halloween party, in West Hollywood there, 1 million people show up, and they wanted to cast the Buffy to be the Grand Marshal of that parade. And we so wanted to do it, but we were working. So I think at that point, I think that was season 2 or 3, even before Willow came out, I knew that it was definitely making its imprint on the GBYL Lifetime Network.
Sometimes I just wonder, where are those normal people? Everybody I know was pretty shy and introverted and struggling and feeling different. So I don't know, what happened to those people?
They're myths.
Yeah.
Absolute myths. Because it was our perspective.
Mindy Dunn, she's a cheerleader.
Yeah, probably suicide.
I saw her on Facebook. I think you're right.
Yeah. Thank you. Stay gay.
Hey, congratulations. It's so exciting that the IRS is going to honor all gay marriages.
But no longer strangers.
Welcome to the marriage penalty. I have a dollhouse question. Yeah.
I'm a fan too, so I'm enjoying. All right.
As an active, if you could have written your own assignment for an episode, what would you have written? And did you actually get to do one that you say is your favorite?
Oh my god. Oh no. I should have go-to answers or stuff like that. Darn it, huh? Learn them, yeah. I don't know. People have asked me, if you could be imprinted as anything, what would it be? And I'm actually a huge Yankee fan. And I feel like Derek Jeter might be the coolest human being in the entire world. He's goofy looking, but still sexy. He's crazy, out of this world talented. He seems like a good guy. He's got a great charity. He probably sleeps with the hottest chicks in the world, right? But he's respectful about it, And he's just totally charismatic, but goofy, nice, and awesome. He's on top of the world. He's one of the best baseball players in history, and baseball's awesome. So I would like to be imprinted as Derek Jeter, just to see what that feels like. That's as good as it gets me, I'm sorry. I don't know. I just think that would be amazing. Okay, I hope that's enjoyable.
It's so sad that you have no feelings about this. She keeps it so close to the chest.
I'm sorry? A uke player? But I actually play the uke. So I don't need the imprint. I mean, I can be a lot better now. Yeah, okay.
Hey, I have a question. Thank you guys for coming out. I know you guys have like a lot of different obligations and events and everything, but I think everybody here really appreciates seeing you back. My question pertains to Buffy. One of the episodes that I really enjoyed a lot was the Halloween episode where you put on a costume and you took up that persona. I really enjoyed Xander taking on a more sort of fighting aspect.
Macho guy?
Yeah. I think that it really, I thought it fit the character very well. Were you ever reluctant or disappointed that it didn't go in that direction? More so earlier on?
No, because I never wanted to have powers. And it would come up from time to time where we needed something and there would just kind of be that imprint, if you will, of when we needed some sort of battle thing. But I love the fact that Xander laughed in the face of danger and then he didn't tell him what it was. Though I wish they'd put me in Derek Jeter. Talk about clutch, love being on top.
My family quotes Buffy lines all the time, and I'm curious, what is your favorite line that you got to say as a character in the movie first?
God damn. It's so crazy because I'll get scripts to sign and then I'll just kind of leaf through them and I'm like, oh fuck man, I want to forget Xander so much because I'm never going to play that character again, but I want to remember him at the same time. In Buffy versus Dracula, when I was Renfield, and it's like, oh, this would not please the Master Vader. And then I say Master Vader again. Or no, I say something Vader. I forgot what it was. What was it?
Dark Prince Vader.
Dark Prince Vader. Yeah. And it's like I'm getting tired of Vader, but he's butt monkey, the guy that gets the fucking syphilis. The first line that I do remember is I hide in the face of danger, and I laugh at danger, then I hide until it goes away. And that was episode 1 or 2. So I did 143 of these. So there's a lot, so many. I can't, but I just did.
Okay, this is the last question after.
Oh, I don't remember. What did I say?
Buffy, Dawn.
I don't remember saying anything
Oh,
at the time.
That was my favorite.
But I do remember loving sassing Buffy in band candy. That was really good.
How about Ted? Yeah, I remember John's like I will not put up this type of malarkey in my house. I remember the word malarkey making
No, I just remember going, hi, John Ritter, it's really nice to meet you. Okay, and then kissing him in the next 5 minutes.
I did that. The same thing happened to me too. I miss that name.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
My favorite line? The one that sticks out the most, just thinking about it, is probably, it was the last scene we shot of the last episode that I shot when my character had her tragic demise. She says, you made me feel like a real person. And I think that really encapsulated Melly in November Starry getting verklempt. It was very emotional because that was the last scene, the last day of my time on the show. And I said to Joss, I said, would you have killed me if we weren't getting canceled? Sometimes he just kills people, that's what he does. And he said, of course not, you're one of my favorites, I would never do that. The audience loves you, I love you, everyone loves Melly, no way. He goes, but we're canceled, so you're dying.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for being here. you had a sidebar conversation with Dawn in one of the later episodes of the last season saying that you were the heart of the group, and that was your superpower. Just a few episodes later, also, let me backtrack. In that conversation, you also said that you see a lot of things that other people in the group didn't see, and that was part of being the heart.
And half of that went away.
And so what was the emotional roller coaster process like, and losing your eye, which is part of what you said your superpower was?
So crazy. I mean, again, this is going to be, we don't have the time to answer this properly, so I'll try to do it quickly. At this point, we were on countdown with 4 episodes left, and that was crazy. Again, the biggest death that I've had in my life was the last day of that show. So everything was, I was in kind of that like walking around haze, and I can't believe this is ending. I found out about losing my eye by reading scripts, which sucked. I had to read it twice. And then actually the process of Nathan doing that really hurt a lot too. But it's so hard to talk about those last, like, because I still haven't been talking to it. Like, I was shooting a pilot. The last day of my work on Buffy, I was shooting a pilot for Fox. And I had to, like, literally leave. And I couldn't, and which is the only way I could have done it, because I couldn't say. Yeah, I have dreams about it still, that we're doing season 8 only Xander's not a part of it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, and probably at least once a month, I have a dream of that we're going to come back. So you never know. Coming this spring, Nicholas Brendon is Buffy.